All right, guys. Let me see. Oh, is that working? All right. For a second, I thought my mic wasn't working. But happy Thanksgiving. It is 11 p.m. on Thanksgiving evening, at least at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Since last time I seen you boys, I've probably slept for a grand total of maybe 2 hours since the last time I've seen you. I went to bed maybe 4-ish last night. Probably didn't fall asleep till like 5:30. It was starting to get light out a little bit. And then I woke up at 7. Then about maybe noon or so, I tried to take a little nap, but didn't end up working out. Then, I host Thanksgiving, so it was a, busy day. It just got home maybe an hour ago. And I was just going to go to bed. I was like, you know what? I'm tired. But you know what? I'm gonna get on stream back by popular demand. The Discord asking me to jump on stream. And I was like, damn, I'm really fucking tired right now. I'm liable to say some crazy shit on stream. So I said, you know what? I'm titling this Thanksgiving Uncut. So this is the Thanksgiving stream Uncut. I titled it Ian Garry Fan Club, UFC Predictions, and I think I also put Turner versus Green, which is the new co-main event of the next UFC card. So I'm uncut tonight, boys. I'm uncut. On Thanksgiving. Turkey needs to be cut from the next tournament. Oh, wait. I don't know what you mean. Why is everyone so fixated on Ian Garry? Because they're fucking weirdos. Let me explain to you. I'll break it down for you the way the world works, okay? There is a group of men out there who consider themselves, badasses. They consider themselves alpha males. They think they're big. They think they're strong. They think they're cool. But in all reality, I would say 95% of the people in this group are incels, okay? And what they do is, with this attitude they have, they're like, yeah, I'm a badass, this and that. And basically, they want to live in a world like the 1950s. They want to be able to slap their wife in a club in Mexico at 53 years old and be able to get away with it. They want to be able to control a woman's actions regardless of what she does in her life. They want to complain that any woman that has success, regardless of what reasons it is, it's usually blamed on her appearance, or it might very well be because of her appearance. And they say, oh, look at the girls today. They're making money on OnlyFans. You are the motherfuckers buying it, okay? And this group of people, what they do is they've never been in a relationship with a woman. They haven't talked to women. It's very limited in terms of their romantic prospects. But what they think is, in their mind, if I had a woman, this would never be the way I acted in my relationship. But they don't know how a relationship works because they've never been in a relationship. So essentially what they do is they spend, probably $500 to $1,000 a month on lotion and tissues. And then they think, yeah, one of these days I'm going to get me a 10 and she's going to be doing nothing but making me sandwiches, and she's going to have never talked to another guy in her entire life. And if she gets sassy, I'm going to smack her around a little bit. And she's only allowed to wear one-piece bikinis, and we're going to live like it's the 1940s. And they're never going to find a woman that way. Ever. They're never, ever going to find a woman that way. And since they can't find a woman, instead of them self-reflecting and them realizing, you know what, maybe my personality is horrible. Maybe I'm a fucking weirdo. Maybe I need to work on myself a little bit and act a little bit different and stop thinking I'm some Billy badass. I'm some, super desirable person, because you're not. You're not at all. So what they do, they're petty. They're angry. They have this pent-up frustration because they're beating their dick 24/7. And what they do is they look around at pop culture and like, yeah, I would never date a woman like that. She's had 3 boyfriends and she's 27 years old. Yeah, I would never stick my dick in her. You would never have the opportunity. You would never have the opportunity, you bitch. So what goes on is these types of people are mad at women or mad at women. I don't know why I said it like that. They're mad at them. They hate them because in their minds, you got to look up the Elliot Rodger Manifesto. This is their worldview. They see these women out there may or may not be having sex with different guys, whatever they may be doing. They may be in different relationships. And they're thinking, why isn't that me? Why aren't they choosing me? I'm desirable. I'm good looking. I'm an alpha male. When really they're just a pussy bitch. And that's why no woman wants to be with you. Because you're a pussy little cunt bitch. And they hate these women because of their perceived, the way they perceive that they act. And so when they see somebody else in a relationship, they're thinking, well, that could never be me. I wouldn't act like that because this is what I want. This is what I want in a relationship. But you'll never find that. You'll never find it because you're a pussy bitch. No woman wants to be with you because you're a pussy ass bitch. That's it. So what they do is they see other people in pop culture and celebrities. First off, I don't give a fuck what anyone does. You think I give for one fucking second, the Ian Garry thing, which kind of started this off. If Ian Garry's wife was getting gangbanged on a regular basis and posting it online, guess what? I wouldn't give a fuck. Maybe I crack a joke or two in a prediction video, but for the most part, I'm not going to be obsessed with that. I don't care what another man's wife's doing. She's not my wife. Their relationship is between them. But these people who never had a woman, who's never talked to a woman, who's never been in a relationship, and obviously I'm talking about extreme circumstances here, but they're thinking, yeah, it couldn't be me. I mean, think about how many people were shitting on, what's his name? Logan Paul. They're shitting on Logan Paul. Yeah, I would. That's not my type. That's not my type. Oh, she has pictures with a couple guys. That's not my type. I hate to break it to you. To all you 40-year-old virgins, to you 35-year-old virgins, to you 30-year-old virgins, when you eventually maybe find a woman, and it's a big maybe, because you might be regulated to probably hiring hookers for the rest of your life because you're a pussy. Nobody wants to be with a pussy, okay? When you do find a woman, if you do, first off, she's going to be like a 3 out of 10. She's probably going to be a 4 out of 10. She's not going to be a 10 out of 10 for you. She's not going to be a 10 out of 10. With that personality, you're not finding that. Second off, even though she's a 3 out of 10, you know how many dudes already ran through her? A lot. Guaranteed. So good luck with that mentality. Good luck with that mentality. And that's why people are obsessed with that. People are obsessed with... It comes down to this. They think they should be able to control what other women do. That's what they think. They think that they should be able to control what other women do, even when they're not in a relationship with that woman. A lot of these people, you ask them, would you like to snap your fingers and, be back to the 1950s? Yes, they would say yes. Women don't belong in the workforce. Women don't belong to vote. Women this, women that. Women shouldn't be able to do this. I would never let my woman do... You'll never find a woman, bitch. Shut up. And it's that weird obsession. It's that weird obsession with other people's lives. You will never catch me wondering about other people's personal lives. It's just bizarre. And some of the comments that I seen in the chat last night were crazy. Were absolutely crazy. So that's the extent of it. That's the extent of it. Chill, I open the stream and I hear beating dicks and gangbangs. Dude, it's Thanksgiving Uncut. Bro, that's not our business. Who cares, dog? I wouldn't like it myself, but who cares? 100% agree. Thank you. Thank you. Joey the Love Whisperer. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Joey, it's been 7 minutes. We get it. That's what your mother said to me last night. Right after me and some of the boys, right after me and Clay Guida and the boys got done gangbanging her. The only reason you're allowed to be safe is because I allow you to be safe, okay? That's the only reason you're allowed to be safe. Because I allow you to be safe. Happy Thanksgiving, you guys. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everyone that's here had a good Thanksgiving. And you're the only, I'm looking down now that it's over reflecting on all my mistakes. Thought I found the road to somewhere in his grace. I agree right there. Couldn't have said it better myself, Andy. I think I'm going to take my fiance to a club in Mexico when I turn 53 years old. I'm going to smack the dog shit out of her. And then I'm going to come home and I'm going to have that installed as a quote on my wall. So, yeah. Like, it's funny Gary has her last name, but honestly, who cares about marriage last name? Like, I don't want my wife's last name, and if she don't want my last name, I don't care. Well, if you actually I read an article when I did a video about that, a while back, a video about Ian Garry in general and all the hate that he gets. He literally took her last name and added it to his name because she already had a kid with that last name. And they were going to start a family, so they wanted everyone to have a last name in common. They didn't want their previous kid, who was young, to have a different last name than them and feel kind of left out as a young kid. I think it's actually admirable, to be honest. So, your wife is in the next room like, what the fuck? Yeah, she's probably like, Joey, what the fuck are you talking about right now? So, imagine your fiance is listening. She probably is. She probably is, to be honest. Imagine if your fiance is listening right now. Does she know the context? Probably a little bit, yeah. Do you think Ian Garry's trolling? I haven't heard anything that he said. So, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that means. But I don't know. And I don't care, to be honest. I don't give a fuck. I mean, do I look like I sit at home and watch soap operas all day? You think for 1 second, I'm like, you know what? I wonder what Beneil Dariush's romantic life looks like. Oh, I'm really wondering, what Conor McGregor's romantic life looks like. Let's see. Conor McGregor, what's his girlfriend's name again? Or is his wife? By the way, you ready for this? You ready for the hot take of all hot takes? Okay. Yeah, I don't think they're married yet. They're not married yet. But yet they've been together for so long. They have kids. They're not married. You could sit there. Oh my God. Can you believe this? Conor's not married. But let's get to something else. You ready for the Thanksgiving takes of all Thanksgiving takes? Let me take a look real quick just to confirm. All right, I'm willing to die on this hill right now. I'm willing to die on this fucking hill right now. Just scrolling through a few pictures here. I seen mad people bringing up, oh, she's old and blah, blah, blah. She's supposedly like late 30s or 40 years old. Ian Garry's wife is way hotter than Conor McGregor's girlfriend or mother of his kids, because apparently he doesn't want to marry her because he's fucking dirty ass, women consensually or non-consensually. If it's non-consensually, then they're not necessarily dirty because they're being forced into the situation. But anyone who would go into an NBA Finals bathroom and have, sexual encounters is just a disturbing human being. So Ian Garry's wife is way hotter than Conor McGregor's mother of his children. And I'll die on that hill. So there you go. There's a hot take of all hot takes. People probably, she's old. The motherfuckers talking about this would literally probably they're probably the motherfuckers that would sign up for OnlyFans. So happy Thanksgiving. Would you make a video on Gone? What about Gone? Conor's romantic life can best be described as the finals bathroom, yeah. Sup, Joey? Even though I'll always be an Ian Garry hater, I have to admit the barrage of videos the MMA community is making on his wife is wild. Dude, it's just... I'm trying to think of the accurate words to describe it. It's like these... I really don't even know how to put it in the complete words. it's these topics that people just genuinely think will get hits. And so that's what people do. They just make videos. It doesn't matter if it actually matters. But it's just, oh, this will probably get views, so let me make videos about it. Imagine worrying about another man's wife, you know? I see people talking about it on Twitter too. It's embarrassing. It's 100% embarrassing. But it's this sensationalism, clickbait culture, TMZ style coverage of every fucking thing. And it starts picking up a little, it always works like this. Starts picking up a little bit of heat on Twitter. Then next thing you know, one person in the MMA community makes a video about it. Then a second person makes a video about it. Third person, fourth person, fifth person. And it's like, everyone's like, can you believe, you know, what someone's wife is doing? Blah, 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 blah. Like, shut the fuck up. Who cares? So, it's very bizarre. I've been hating on Ian Garry since before anyone knew who he was. I've never had to rag on his wife to do so. Just misogyny, Joey, barely disguised. Dude, it's just bizarre. It's bizarre. And half of it's made up. Half of it's literally made up. There's not real evidence to support a lot of it from what I've seen. But people will do anything to go out at... Listen, it can be boiled down to this. These people who think they're quote-unquote alpha males will do anything to go out of their way to slander somebody, especially a woman, who they perceive as slutty. That's what it comes down to. So, and at the end of the day, the same people doing that type of shit would never do that in real life. They would never do it. And what's crazy is a lot of it's made up on false pretenses. They don't know those people. They don't know what's going on. They don't know actually what's going on in their life. They don't know anything about them. It's these tabloid style MMA, you know, YouTube community. That's what it is. So, and I think there's plenty of reasons to dislike Ian Garry, but to literally go out of your way to attempt to essentially harass somebody that you've never met, that you don't know, just because they're married to a fighter you don't like, is very, very bizarre. And I don't know, that's just the world we're living in nowadays. So, isn't it crazy that more MMA YouTubers have made videos on Ian Garry's wife than Jalin Turner and Bobby Green? I don't know that to be true, but I would assume you're right. I've seen it all over Twitter today. Ian Garry this, Ian Garry that, Ian Garry this. So I would assume that's accurate, but I haven't been on YouTube. I just know it was like nonstop questions about Ian Garry this last night, Ian Garry that last night. I'm telling you right now, I don't get mad about anything, right? I literally do not. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but you get my point. I'm not a person to get upset or heated and be angry about something. And I know Ian Garry's a public figure, but I talked about this when people were asking about the whole Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis shit. If somebody was making it their mission to harass a loved one of mine, whether it be a fiance, a wife, a child, a mother, a father, a grandmother, grandfather, an aunt, an uncle, if they were making it their mission to online harass them and rally a community behind them, I'm going to go to their house. I'm going to find their information. I'm going to go to their house, and I'm literally going to find an opportunity, and I'm going to beat the living dog shit out of them. I don't care if I go to jail. What am I going to get, 10 years? Okay. It was worth every second. I'll sit in that jail and I'll just fantasize about that day, and I'll just think about how great it was. Because, again, I don't get mad at anything, but to try to start a campaign to smear someone's loved one, and it's harassment. It's literal harassment, you know? It's online harassment. It's online bullying, you know? So I just think it's incredibly bizarre. I would go out of my way. Again, I told you this before. If I was Logan Paul, I would have found a way to dig up Dylan Dennis's dead father, and I would have brought him out to the press conference with me. That's what I would have done. Or I would have found a picture and I would have had someone make a wax figurine of him. And I would have brought him out and sodomized him at the press conference. To me, when you bring in family into a situation, and I'm not talking about like a casual one-off comment, if somebody said, something about your mother, something about your fiance, a casual comment here or there or something like that, it doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. I don't care. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't get upset. You know what I mean? But to make a targeted smear campaign and an online harassment campaign towards one of my loved ones, I'd be willing to go to prison for that. I'm willing to go to prison for that for sure. 100%. 100%. I'm going to try to get my revenge and not go to prison, but you never know. So that's just the way I am, because say what you want about me. I don't care if every person on the earth starts an online harassment or bullying campaign against me, because I don't give a fuck. I actually like it. But to do it to someone's loved one who's not even, really that much in the public eye, I think it's disgraceful. I think it's embarrassing. And I think it deserves a legitimate ass whooping, And I don't mean that as like a thinly veiled threat. I mean that personally as an opinion of mine, as a promise, as a legitimate promise. I think if you go out of your way to harass somebody's loved one online and kind of launch a campaign at somebody, I think there should be retribution. I think there should be some retribution. I think that person deserves retribution. And in what form that comes in, I don't know. It would be a case-by-case basis. In the case of, the dumbass, YouTube boxing freak show jiu-jitsu guy, I'm digging up a body. Bare minimum, I'm finding a picture and making a wax figurine and bringing it with me everywhere I go. So, you know what? This dumb motherfucker, Omar Peoples, right? This dude's always in the chat fucking crying and whining, crying in fucking comments like a big fucking idiot. You know what? We will never see another one of his comments again. Make a new account, you pussy bitch. Make a new account, you pussy. I'm out. I'm out of here. Well, guess what? You're out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out, you bitch. You're gone now. I'll never see another one of your comments or messages ever again, you pussy. He's gone. He's banned. The only way he'll ever get unbanned is if I do a jailbreak unban like I did a couple weeks ago. And that's not happening for at least 6 months. So make a new account, you pussy. I'll never see another one of your dumb messages again. I'm out of here. Listen. I started this channel to speak my fucking mind, okay? About MMA mainly, but to talk about whatever I want. I'm out of here. What's next? Unsubscribed. I can't believe Joey said that. Unsubscribed. On Thanksgiving, I'm unsubscribing to the channel. Dude, I don't give a fuck. If I gave a fuck that much, don't you think I would pander to you dumbasses? I would have a much bigger following if I did pandering to fan bases, if I did, pandering to certain cult-like followings, if I did bullshit clickbait drama shit. I would have a much bigger following, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Not one person owns me. I don't have to cater to not one fucking person because I don't give a fuck. So, anyway, Major in MMA, thank you for the $1.99. Already a legendary stream, thank you. I already knew. Look, when I get on and I'm super tired, it's always going to be a little bit crazier than normal. So, yeah. What is that, bro? Let me take a look at this. Someone just posted something in the Discord. No fucking way. That's got to be just some fake fan art. But let me go see where you got it from. Holy shit. Yeah, that's got to be some fan art. That's got to be some fan art. Someone posted a poster of Adesanya Pereira 3. Israel Adesanya reposted it. And it's Adesanya Pereira 3 for the light heavyweight title at UFC 298. Imagine if that's true. Imagine if that's true. Imagine this poster's got to be fan made. This can't be real. But imagine that's real. Imagine Adesanya's actually stepping in and fighting Pereira at 298. Pereira said he wanted a quick turnaround. But I think it's just fan art. I think it's fan art. I don't trust it. Respect from Japan, thank you. How was your Thanksgiving? My Thanksgiving was good. Joey doesn't care. You soft? Thank you. Yeah. I'll be with your mom later tonight, and then you can message me that I'm hard. Did you see Breaking News tab? Yes, I did. But it's got to be fan art. But I know Adesanya did repost it, but it's got to be fake. So, I don't trust that that's real. That's going to be crazy if it would be. Just check Izzy Page is on there. I did too. Imagine if they booked that. Imagine what a fucking redemption arc it would be. Holy shit. Volk shared it too to a story. And said, come get some. Dude, say what you will about Izzy. It wouldn't shock me. You know how big that card would be? You know how big that fucking card would be? Oh my God. By God is my witness, he is broken in half. Imagine if Izzy fights for the light heavyweight title and chins Pereira. That'd be wild. That would be fucking wild. I believe it. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I wonder if anyone's posted this on Twitter yet. It looks like fan art to me. I'm looking at the cutouts, and the cutouts don't look as clean. I think they're just trolling with you. I think they're just trolling. Izzy breaks through at 42. Dude, if 298 has Izzy Alex 3 and Volk Ilya, I'm going to get a boner because it's in Anaheim. Fair enough. That would be fucking wild. Can you imagine if that actually happened? So for those of you who don't know, Izzy posted like a poster that says Adesanya Pereira, Volkanovski Topuria, February 17th, which would mean it was a New Zealand poster because they're a day behind, right? Yeah. So if that happens, early prediction I lean Pereira, but I might switch to Izzy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that happens? That'd be fucking wild. Imagine what would happen if... My question is, what would happen if Izzy won? Would they run it back again? What would that be? The fourth fight? Yeah, 205, I lean Pereira. He's too big. Aren't they a day ahead? Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it says February 17th. I don't know what that means then. Maybe they're doing a Friday pay-per-view. They've done Friday pay-per-views before. But I don't know. Let's see. What is the Super Bowl date? February 11th. So that wouldn't make sense. What's the date in New Zealand? Yeah, they're like I think a day in time. A day ahead of time. It's 5:30 p.m. So that doesn't make sense then. 298 is the 17th? What day of the week is it? It's a Saturday, okay. It's a Saturday. So I don't know why. So there you go. That's already not credible, dude. It says Friday, February 17th. February 17th is Saturday. So they fucked up, yeah. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. That would be crazy though. And that, even if that is fake, that could cause something. Majan, thank you for the 199, by the way. You said I'm out. Jalin Turner versus Bobby Green. Turner gas tank is seriously questionable, especially on short notice. Would go with King Green by decision. I'm going Jalin Turner by sub. Probably. I have to think about it, though. It's real. George Piro told me, and he was on 60 Minutes twice. Thank you for the $2, Hap Chandler. Yeah, if George Piro told you, dude, he probably interrogated someone and got that information out. He probably interrogated someone and got that question out, to be honest. I would think. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense. I don't think it happens. But it could be one of those things that ends up being the catalyst for it happening. You know? The UFC could see a lot of people want it. Next thing you know, the UFC's trying to get Adesanya to come back earlier than expected. You know? Do you know Jamal Hill is still back to training, or is he still rehabbing? I have no idea. The last I heard, he's like sitting front row at Power Slap. He's riding around on his motor scooter at the Apex. That's the last I heard about a damn thing. That's the last I heard about a damn thing. You know? Am I watching Brunson? I don't know, dude. Maybe, maybe not. I haven't decided yet. Maybe, maybe not. Dude said it could be a typo. Now, I don't buy it. I'm not going to buy it, but it could be one of those things that causes a campaign for it. You're going to go by Turner by decision? I'm going to go probably Turner by sub. Dana said Conor fighting in the summer, and that leaves UFC 300 without a main event. Where did Dana say that at? Dana said Conor fighting in the summer, that leaves 300 without a main event. Could be Izzy Alex 3, and they have it planned. No, I doubt it. And that one says February anyway. I actually can't believe they name dropped George Piro in 60 Minutes. That's literally a comedy sketch. They said he's been, they said he's been in there he's been on 60 Minutes not once but twice. What a fucking cornball. What a cornball. In a podcast, I'll find it on Twitter. Okay, I appreciate you. Are you going to watch Brunson tomorrow? 50-50. Last I heard, Hill was spotted at the Apex looking for Dawson, who's apparently asleep there. Yeah. Dawson brought his sleeping bag. Bro, this is Omar. I heard your rant. I literally said I half agree with you, half disagree. Peace out. Sorry, I don't agree with going to jail for the sake of murdering Dylan. Nobody said anything about murdering, bro. Nobody said anything about murdering. Nah, dude, you were trying to bully me. You were like, nah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. That's stupid. I'm out. I'm out. Look, if you want to be unblocked, just ask kindly, all right? Just ask. Hey, man, unblock me. I didn't mean anything by it. And I'll consider it. Did PFL picks without a damn bit of research. I'm not even doing picks, dude. Who we got in Turner versus Green? I got Turner. I think Turner probably drops him on the feet and probably subs him. What'd you guys think of the Conor McGregor video today? Dropped a little Thanksgiving surprise early in the morning, too. A little Thanksgiving surprise. Joey, how was Thanksgiving? Any family over? Yes, it was good. It was good. Bro, can we stop with this talk? Yes, we will. Yeah, unblock. Peace out because I'm going to bed. Not a slight. All right. I'll consider it. I got to mull over my options. Just you're always saying dumb shit. You're like, this is the stupidest video I ever seen. Yes, it is him. According to him. Dude came back on the alt and said, unblock me, daddy. Daddy, unblock me. Bro really said that. I'm fucking done. That Conor video was good. I hadn't watched that interview. Conor should probably fight Nate and retire. Look, if he says unblock me, daddy, I'll unblock him literally right this second. All he's got to do is type that in chat. But yeah, nobody ever talked about that. And I saw it live on stream, and I wanted to make a video about it right then, but there was so much going on. That's a good deal, Omar? Yeah. That's a fucking steal of a deal. I mean, that's like the deal PFL got for Bellator. That's a straight up steal. Straight up steal. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he's been in here in his burner before. Yeah. He's been in here before. Check Discord. What is that, bro? I don't know. Let me take a look. Let me take a little deeper dive here. Let me take a look. I think I might have found a picture of Omar's. I think I might have found a picture of Omar. Dude's got a... I don't know if that's him or not. But it might be. Dude's got a picture of him hitting the pads as his picture. I don't know. You'll do as you're told. Breaking news, Las Vegas paramedics caught Grant Austin sleeping in the UFC Apex. That they did. Izzy probably checked his 2023 calendar where February 17th is Friday, actually. Maybe. But he got caught up. That he did. That he did. He got caught up. Damn it. Now I messed up. Guys, do me a favor. Like the stream. Like the stream. Like the stream. Like the stream. Subscribe to the channel immediately if you have not already. I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I want to get to 15K by the end of the year. How often do you stream past the AM? I don't know, dude. All the time. I'm just a one-man wrecking machine, all right? I don't sleep. All I do is just grind, pause. That's all I do is grind. I'm just always grinding. If I'm not here, I spend more time in this office than I do my own bedroom. Legitimately. I'm basically never in my bedroom ever. For the most part. If he ain't a man enough to do it, never unblock that fool. I was waiting for it. The ball is in your court. Jalin Turner is basically always on the verge of getting sent to the hospital when cutting weight. Yeah, that's what I wonder about him cutting weight. Is it going to be a catch weight or it's going to be still 155? Right? I'm assuming it's still going to be 155. They still haven't updated on Tapology just yet. They only have 13 fights. I put the Dana vid on the cord about Connor Chandler. Oh my God. What the fuck, this stupid fucking podcast bullshit. But I'll watch it. I appreciate you clipping it out, Days. Oh my God. I got fucking the sound all the way up. And I don't have it coming out of my headphones. I hate having to change this. He said if I had to give you a date, I'd probably say summer. They don't fucking... He doesn't have a fucking clue. He said if I knew even a little bit. I don't know why. Why is this shit still playing? This audio is still playing and I don't even have Discord open. How is that even possible? I had exit out of Discord and this shit was still playing. Yeah, that shit's never going to happen, bro. And I've been calling it from the beginning. Engage just posted a photo of Izzy versus Alex. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's the same thing that Izzy posted, right? I think it's the same thing we've already been and looked at. Like anyone knows who fucking engages. Yeah, I don't see shit. I'm Xing out of this. So I guess that kind of confirms Conor Chandler won't happen at UFC 300. So what the F is going to happen at 300? Who knows? You could make a whole documentary on this fight never happening at this point. I know. There's so much that's happened. Conor's never fighting again. That's what it seems like. I'm telling you, I think they want to re-sign Nate. and get it done. That's what I truly believe they want to do. Conor's drunk on roids. He might do one UFC event. Yeah, imagine he comes back and gets chinned by Chandler. Is he ever fighting again? Let's say hypothetically Conor does fight Michael Chandler. And he gets chinned badly. Whether it's the first, second round. Let's just say he gets chinned the first 3 rounds of the fight. Does he ever fight again in the UFC against legit competition? Yes or no, chat? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. Because I don't know if it ever happens. Good night, MMA Joey. Good night. No. I think he tries to find some... Oh, shit. I almost knocked over my water. I almost had a heart attack there. Yeah, I told you, dude. I told you, Jack. That's just not happening. I told you that. It would be crazy, but it's not happening. He already said psych, yeah. I think UFC 300 will be. So it's not going to be O'Malley. It's not going to be Volkanovski. It's going to be a combination of the welterweight division, the lightweight division, the middleweight division, or the light heavyweight division. So we already know chances are it's not going to be Pantoja, but he could be on the card like they do 3 title fights. It's going to be, damn, because Islam can't fight. My guess is it's going to be the winner of Strickland versus Dricus against Hamzat. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be, boys. The winner of Dricus Strickland in January will fight in April against Hamzat Chimaev. It also could be Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill on the very same card. I think it will be. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, I'm going to say Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. Sean Strickland versus Hamzat Chimaev. And Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. There you go. There's your UFC 300. Or Colby Covington versus Bilal. That'd be a big fight. Believe it or not. I think the build-up for that would be funny. Be corny, but it would definitely happen. Joe, I see a head kick for Turner, either finishing Green or hurting Green bad enough for Jalin to lock in a submission. I agree. Paul Craig, Brendan Allen too. Yeah, that's the rematch we're all anticipating. That is the rematch we are all looking forward to. I mean, how can you not? How can you not be looking forward to that? That's a straight up banger. Straight up banger. Hey, I think the Jalin Turner versus Bobby Green fight is better than the original fight. Joe, do you think Turner will gas? It'll be a problem? No. I think he just put out too much output. You mean Sean Strickland or DDP versus Chimaev? No, I meant Strickland versus Chimaev because I think Strickland will win. Who wins, Patsy Mix or Mighty Mouse? Patsy Mix. Did you spot any good Black Friday deals? Not really. I'm not really big on Black Friday. Like the stream, fellas? Thank you. Yeah, like the stream. Bad weight cut, too, to be fair. That's the one thing that has me kind of questioning it. What's that weight cut going to be like? You know, I was actually doing some research for my picks for the fight card coming up, and I was looking at Jamie Lynn Horth versus Veronica Hardy. And I was thinking, Jamie Lee Horth looks so much bigger. Then I realized she was up a weight class in her last fight, and she missed weight. And now she's coming down to flyweight. So, yeah, supposedly she missed weight. It's not marked on Tabology. But that's what they were saying. Or maybe it was Haley Cohen. Oh, it was Cohen that missed weight. The way they were talking about it was as if Jamie Lynn Horth missed weight. Okay. So it was Cohen that missed weight. All right. So I'm glad I realized that because I was going to misspeak in the video. Wait, Tia Turner fought Hooker last. So Turner's taking everything Hooker's worked for. Smith versus Crute is dead ass a dead body versus a dead body. Yeah, dude, whoever wants to see Jimmy Crute ever fight again? I certainly do not. I certainly do not. I mean, I'd rather do anything else than watch that. I mean, that's like Dylan Dennis's dad fighting Dominic Reyes. Same thing. You know? Same thing. Dylan Dennis's dad versus Dom Reyes. Same exact thing. Joe, do you ever go mountain bike riding? It's so fun. Occasionally, but I haven't really gone in the mountains. If I'm Jalin, I'm asking the UFC to make it a 165 catch weight. Yeah, I would too. UFC 300 should be Jimmy Crute, Alonzo Menefield 3, the trilogy unfinished business. Yes, they should title UFC 300 unfinished business and make that the main event. Kayla Harrison was jacked as Paulo Costa did not see it. People were high on Crute at one point, which was comical. I was never high on him, but I picked him over Jamal Hill because Jamal Hill showed horrible grappling previously. So, that shit was uncalled for. It is what it is. Crute is Joey's favorite fighter. If I'm Turner, I'm saying fuck 155, let's do 170. I hope he just doesn't miss weight and pull out. I don't want to see that. But imagine he makes weight and he wins. He's right back on the winning track. Right back. Isn't he ranked above? Am I smoking crack or is he ranked above? Yeah, he's 12 and Bobby Green's 13. Dan Hooker's 9. That's wild. Best middleweight prospect other than Hamzat, Joey. Ikram Aliskerov, I would say. Or Nasruddin Imavov. I think Nasruddin Imavov's a really good prospect as well. Karma got the bitch Hooker, yeah. I knew they would find a replacement because that event's, you know, in a big city, so I'm sure there's plenty of other hookers around. Kabilov too. Yeah, Kabilov's a good prospect as well. Ray Cooper and Chris Wade missed weight on the biggest event for PFL is embarrassing, 100%. Dude, I think Derek Brunson's going to win now, by the way. I meant to tell you that earlier. Derek Brunson's going to win. Dude, Ray Cooper showed up out of shape for his last fight and just didn't give a fuck. He's just showing up for a paycheck. So I'm picking Derek Brunson, officially. Even though they've been throwing in the towel every single fight for him in his last 2 fights. His corner's been getting the towel ready. I think he's beating Ray Cooper. Dude's checked out. Dude just shows up for a paycheck. Jessica Andrade style. Jessica Andrade style. So, it is what it is. You got to stream that fight, dude? I know, but I don't really want to spend $50 for the pay-per-view. And I'm not going to sit here on some illegal stream. It's just not happening. I'm picking Ray Cooper. Cooper's hard to finish, and Brunson can't fight well for more than 5 minutes. How long is that fight, by the way? Is that just a 3-rounder, boys? I'm about to just go there live. It's not that far from where I live. Oh, yeah, it's 3 rounds. I thought it was 5 rounds for a split second. Yeah, Cooper just is checked out, man. What's $50, bro? Hey, what's $50, JJ Smoke? Why don't listen? If I get enough donos to cover my PFL pay-per-view tomorrow, I'll order it. So make it happen, JJ. Throw out 20 and let's see what happens, bro. Come on. I just, it's just for me, it doesn't. I don't know. In a way, I do want to cover it. In another way, I don't feel like covering it just because it's $50 and I just can't. Yeah, the ball's in your court, JJ. Make it happen, bro. If I get enough to cover my pay-per-view, I'll order it tomorrow. No big deal. I'm about to send the 50. Hold up. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit. What's effed up is you better send 65. This you better send 65. Oh. There you aren't, Jay. I don't believe you, JJ. The 17-year-old little kid about to buy a grown man a pay-per-view. I'll send 50. Let me get my mom's credit card. Okay, fair enough. Just make it 500, man. Make it 500. I'll stream every single fight. I'm like, oh my God. Never mind. Don't. I'm not even making that promise. That would be horrific. $50 to watch Brunson is mad unless you're his dad or something. Yeah. Shout out Mike Grundy. Shout out Mike Grundy. Rate my thumbnails. Okay, I'll do it for you. Just because you asked nicely. Look, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be totally honest. They're simplistic, which I like. I fucking absolutely hate them. I hate them. I do like the simplicity, but like this UFC Vegas 82 betting recap, nobody can even see what's going on in that image. I have no idea what this even is. I'm assuming it has to do with something to do with your betting. You can't see. It's not clear. It's not big. It's not, the text isn't big enough. The other thumbnails are okay, but they're just pictures of fighters with black backgrounds. It doesn't really draw your eye to it. And then every single thumbnail, while it should look similar, I don't think they should look identical. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they look horrible. Like, they're not like the worst thumbnails I've ever seen. But I feel like you should try to build on them and see what works. Make little changes and see if it helps at all. So, I don't mean any disrespect by it. I was just trying to give actual constructive criticism. I just feel like since every thumbnail looks identical, a lot of people are just going to think it's the same video they already saw before and skipped over it. I would think. That's what I would think. Because you need everything, like at least the ones with the black background, at least everything's easy to see what's going on in the image. The other ones, you can't tell anything. You can't tell anything. So I would search other people who do betting recaps, find someone who's getting a lot of views with betting recaps, or just decent views, see what their thumbnails look like, and then maybe find 3 or 4 people that do that, and then try to think of your own version of something similar to all those put together. Would be my advice. They've been getting my views, though. My growth has skyrocketed. Did you start a whole new channel, or, right? Didn't you have a different channel before? I don't remember what the name of it was. Oh, my goodness. But either way, man, congrats. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But either way, I would just make them more as simplistic as possible while they're easy to view. I hope that makes sense. At least that's my thought process behind it. Enigma, thank you for the $5 dono. Here's 5. Thank you for the $5, Enigma. I appreciate you, my friend. What are you saying? That's towards PFL? Now you're going to make me feel bad when I don't end up streaming it because nobody else is going to pitch in for that one. But appreciate you nonetheless for the support of the channel, Enigma. And I watched a couple of your videos. I don't know much about anime, but I thought they were well put together, my friend. I just wanted to show a little bit of support, and I was curious. I was very, very curious. You don't see 2,600. No, I didn't even look at that, to be honest. Congrats, man. Congrats. So it's the same channel? Like, you didn't start over at 0 subs, right? You didn't start over at 0 subs? I'm trying to get the ball rolling. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, boys. Let's see if the people who are hounding me to stream PFL are going to put their money where their mouth is, all right? What's your 2 Thanksgiving dish? Ham, mashed potatoes, basically. Yeah. No, but worked a year for 900 these past 6 months is... So you got 1,600 in the past 6 months. That's pretty good, dude. Congrats. Congrats. Just got here. Can you read chat? I am reading chat. Oh, Joey, give me reactions on the matchups I just made. Abus versus Cheaty. I don't know, dude. That's a weird fight to pick. I'll say Abus. Dawson versus Frivola. I'll say Frivola. And McKinney versus Joe Alvarez. I'll say Joe Alvarez. I think Abus chins Cheaty. Frivola chins Dawson. And Joe Alvarez subs McKinney. Just curious, which of my videos did you watch? Probably like the last 2. I didn't watch them in their entirety. I just kind of clicked on them, watched for like, at least a couple minutes. I wanted to give it some good retention time. So like maybe like 4 or 5 minutes of it. And yeah. And how did Jack know we had the same amount of subs? He must have just clicked on your channel. When you're a mod, you can click on a channel. So he must have just looked at it. Joe, how many subscribers will we see a different shirt? I wear different shirts all the time, you pussy. I don't know what you're getting at. I literally even wore a different style shirt last night. I came back from an important business meeting, and I literally jumped right on stream. All right? I had my briefcase sitting next to me. So, even though Abus just fought Kaio, looks like CD is still ranked above Abus. Weird indeed. In what rankings? I like that's a pretty slick plate. That's a pretty slick plate, JJ. I give it like a 7 out of 10. I checked it. Even though Abus just fought Kaio, looks like okay, I read that. Abus versus Leroy Duncan is the fight to make. Sign me up. What, you deadass came from an important business meeting? Dude, I'm making business deals on a regular basis, alright, Jack? Your thoughts on Izzy trolling the Alex fight at 205? Just hate it because now everyone's like, ooh, what's going on here? We just think about it for a second just for no reasons. For no reason at all. We talked about it for like 3-4 minutes. We're number 1 in India, yeah. I'm striking deals of a lifetime. You like mac and cheese, Joey? Yes, I love mac and cheese. What typology? Abus is 51, Cheaty is 40-something. Okay, I was wondering what rankings you were looking at. I used to look at MMA World Rankings a lot, but their website's kind of fucking dead. Their website is kind of dead. Damn. Who's next for Lopez and Evloev? I would probably think we're going to get Evloev versus Arnold Allen would be my guess. Sometime in the very near future. Maybe January. And for Lopez, they need to book him against that fucking fraud, Brian Ortega. Cheaty's very good, also very bad. Agreed. It's kind of describing both him and Abus. He hurt RoboCop bad. That he did. Cheaty's on like a massive losing streak, though. Lopez versus Ortega is legit. I know, dude. That's a straight up banger. What's a good prediction for the Evloev fight? Decision either way around. I think decision. I've been jumping back and forth. I'll say Allen by decision right now. But I might switch to Evloev. Who would you take in Lopez Ortega? I'll take Lopez. Even though I probably should take Ortega. I just can't. Formula 1, NBA, NFL, NASCAR, PGA. If you compare them all, they don't do better ratings. If you take them all and then times it times 4, they don't do the views of Power Slap. What Dana fails to tell you is that it all has to do with stemming from shorts and TikToks. Joey, did you know mid to senior level software engineers earn more than most UFC fighters? Yes. Does not shock me. I feel like most people earn more than mid to low level or senior level UFC fighters. You've been saying Lopez Ortega for a minute. It just keeps aging like fine wine. I know, dude. I've been beating that horse to death. I've been saying that fight since Ortega's win over whatever his name was. This wouldn't make a lot of sense, but Abus versus Mikhail Oleszejczyk would be a banger. I don't think Abus loses a lot of stock for losing to Caio Borralho. It was competitive. But, dude's got fake Wingstop. I think he loses stock for the loss to Sean Strickland just because of how bad his cardio looked. But the Caio Borralho fight, I don't think he loses that much stock. It was a competitive fight. He took it on short notice, Kind of gets a little bit of a pass there. Joey, did you have mac and cheese for Thanksgiving? I did not. We have so much food for Thanksgiving, and we literally send everyone home with like a shit ton of food because we have so many leftovers. So we didn't make it, but we'll probably make it for Christmas. Ian Garry fan club, Joey, stay keeping the haters mad. Yeah, always keeping the haters mad. That's my sacrifice. Did you see what I tweeted out today by any chance? Who all saw what I tweeted out today? I'll put it up on screen because I thought it was pretty damn funny. I'm like, yeah. Ah, that's ugly. Let me see this. Let me take a look. I'll put it up on screen, boys. New file export. Studio image. I'll put this up on screen for you boys. For you boys to read. This is my favorite Thanksgiving tweet of all time. You ready? Wishing everyone a happy Thanksgiving, including my haters. The only reason you're allowed to be safe is because I allow you to be safe. This isn't a threat. I'm just making you aware. Yeah, and if you got a fucking problem with it, I think that constitutes an ass eating. I mean whooping. So, there you go. Follow me on Twitter at MMAJoeyC. Follow me. Or you know what that constitutes. You should make a video about Gregor Gillespie. Maybe. I don't know. I definitely could figure out a video for that. Why is UFC delaying Islam's fight? I have no idea, dude. Dude said he's leaving Discord for me calling his Wingstop fake. I'm not making any threats. I'm just making you aware. Joe, would you no joke give Jamal Hill your address? If I was confident that he wasn't going to use it to try to share it with the general public, then yes, 100%. 100%. If I thought he might share it with the general public, I would just give him an address very close by. And I'd give him my cell phone number. I'd be like, call me when you get here. You pussy. See what happens when you get here. Square up. Be on site. Slump City on site. I'd be like, yeah, that's what I send him. He'd be like, hey, what's your address? You said you promised me your address. What's your address? I'd be like, here's my address. Here's my phone number. Just know Slump City on site. If you skip pumpkin pie, that constitutes an ass spanking. Okay. Joe, I know you already talked about this, but I just joined. How was your Thanksgiving? Exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. So, but it was good. It was good genuinely. It was generally good, pretty good. You predicted the Jammin'? What are you talking about? Prediction on Bobby Jalin, and I doubt if Jalin can make weight. I'm picking Jalin by sub right now off the top of my head. I haven't really dug into the fight. I am worried about the weight cut. I'm curious how he looks on the scales. But for the most part, I'm feeling that Jalin gets it done. Come on, where are all the people who want me to purchase the PFL pay-per-view? Shame on you guys. Shame on you. Who should Islam fight next? Charles Oliveira. Bobby by Slump City. Okay. By Slump City. Yeah, that's what we're going to start saying, Slump City. You predicted the Bobby Green, Jalin Turner fight might happen. Is that what I said last night, right? That's what the fight I said made most sense, right? I forgot I even said that. Axel, thank you for the $7.99. Joey, any idea why Jamal Hill producer is asking me for your address in my Instagram DMs? He also asked me how close do you keep your shillelagh? I keep that thing on me 24/7, ready to rock. Ready to rock out, my friend. But yeah, didn't last night I say Bobby Green, Jalin Turner was the fight to make? Let me know, because I was mad tired, so I vaguely remember that now that you said that. That was the fight I thought made the most sense. Or book the Grant Dawson rematch, which I thought would have been hilarious, or the Jarrett Gordon rematch. Why Hamzat calling everyone out? I think the UFC is mismanaging Hamzat. I think the UFC keeps having these grand plans for Hamzat, and they keep falling through. And meanwhile, he's like a caged animal. Jalin Turner snatching up a ninja choke, put the house on first round sub, agreed. We got the best possible replacement. I actually think it's a better fight, in my opinion. Bobby Green going to come out with the headbutt? Probably. Yuri versus Hamzat, who you got? I would have to take Yuri. Bobby was preparing for 5 rounds. Does it give him an advantage? Yes. 100%. But Jalin Turner's a savage. Dude took on Gamrot on short notice, too. I'll be becoming an NBA fan if Bobby beats Turner. Yeah, me too. Bobby by flying head butt KO. Yeah, he's going to come out and look for a headbutt immediately. Dude, the shit against Jarrett Gordon looked intentional. Breaking news, American top team in Florida hasn't seen Grant Dawson in over a month. Rumors he's still at the Apex. Yeah. Yeah, he's at the Apex with sweet dreams, riding around on a scooter. You can't convince me that Hooker's a better fighter than Turner. He wins the rematch. Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I mean, Turner was beating the dog shit out of him and just gassed out. So it is what it is. Yeah. Let me see. I hope Green wins, skips Gaethje for the Islam rematch. Stop. Who would want to see that Islam rematch? Who would ever want to see that in a million years? Could you imagine watching that? I damn sure couldn't. Bub. I always end up with a million tabs open while we're doing these streams, boys. I always end up with a million tabs. I'm going to start just privating every stream other than the live chats. What's your rationale behind picking Yuri over Chimaev? I don't think Chimaev can hold him down for 5 rounds. And I don't think he's KOing him on the feet. So I think, and Yuri's going to have a massive size advantage, I think. So I think Chimaev might have a decent first round, but then it's just too much of a weight jump. Why every time you skip my comment? I don't do it intentionally. Sometimes I read comments in my head and don't read them out loud and move on to the next comment somehow. I'm sorry, bro. Vera out 299. Chris Montino stepping in to fight O'Malley. Yeah, the rematch that everyone wants. We've all been dying for it. That's the fight to make, boys. That's the fight to make. Hold up a second. All right. Jalin Turner might seriously sick and may be life threatening due to weight cutting. I don't know. I just hope everything works out. Jalin is even taller than Hamzat. Why is he killing himself for 55? I guess because that's where he feels best at. I don't know. With the win over Hermanson, is Piper 1-2 fights away from a title shot? No. No, absolutely not. I think he's like 3 fights away if he gets big wins. Bro, how embarrassing was the Ray Cooper weigh-in? When I saw his shape, I couldn't believe dude's giving Brunson a chance. I didn't even see what he looked like. I just know he missed weight, and then he didn't even try to cut weight. He didn't even try to continue to cut weight. So, I believe that that he loses. I believe that he loses. So I'm going Derek Brunson, the dead body of Derek Brunson, getting it done, boys. I think that's the way it goes down. Ray Cooper's just showing up for a check. He's got the Jessica Andrade special going on. He's got the Jessica Andrade special going on. And I'll die on that hill. I literally talked about Diego Lopez getting more hype than Pyfer days ago. Now they give Pyfer a main event. Oh shit, Pyfer's main eventing. I'm going... Oh, are you going to stream the PFL event? Probably not, dude. I don't know. I just don't... I can't stomach the $50 pay-per-view, dude. For a PFL event. I can't stomach it, bro. I should. I really should. But I don't know if I can. Dude, you're picking a dead body. If Derek Brunson wins, he's still a dead body. You book him against Dylan Dennis' dad next. You know, that's the matchup. That really makes sense in terms of the rankings. I love Alves, but I have the feeling he does not have the same motivation left. Same as Izzy. Dude, it happens all the time. I can't lie. If they wanted to give an unranked fighter a big jump up in rankings, I would prefer Khabibulov versus Hermanson. I'm with you, bro. I want to see Ikram get that top-ranked opponent now. There's been talk for a while. There's been talk for a while, my friend. And we just haven't gotten it. Which is annoying as hell. He's had how many fights booked now? Who was Ikram supposed to fight? Paulo Costa. Then there was the Nasser Dean fight. Bro, that was OD. Fuck it, I don't care, dude. Izzy and Volk posted 298 Pereira, Izzy, Volk, and Ilya, and it turns out they're trolling you. 100%. Izzy's checked out. I don't think he comes back. I think he comes back. I think he'll fight end of next year. First name, thank you for the 99 cents. Appreciate you. How far do you think Bo Nichols away from a ranked opponent? I think the UFC is going to protect him for at least another year. So I would say we don't see him fight a top 15 until the beginning of maybe 2025. Piper trains at my gym. Best believe this guy will make big moves. He's got Dana treatment for a reason. This dude had 0, and he's relatable to a ton of Philly area guys. That's cool, man. Congrats. Is there any fight that if it never happened, we would today have banger matchups? I don't know what you mean by that. You're going to have to rephrase what you're talking about exactly. $6 down, 44 to go. I feel like Khabibulov isn't ready. All the cans for him isn't ready. It's all cans for him. It could be. Khabibulov's looked pretty good, though. He's looked pretty good. 100%. Looked pretty slick. I can't believe so many people missed weight for PFL. So, dude missed weight. What time? I don't even know what time the PFL card starts tomorrow. I don't know what time it starts tomorrow, to be even honest. Okay. 14 down, Ashley. Well, some of them weren't even for PFL, bro. You can't count the ones that weren't for PFL. You can't throw it all in there. Say that was for PFL when it wasn't. Somebody wants it. It's not hard, but you're going to have to force me into it. You're going to have to force yourself on me like Conor McGregor in a public restroom if you want me to stream PFL. PFL really did me dirty. Like, what was it, maybe a year ago? I tried to stream a card, and they ended up costing me like 6 hours. And they were just pacing and pacing and pacing and pacing and pacing, and it really pissed me off. And I said, I'm never streaming another PFL again. And I've been sour on them ever since. If you go back and look, I used to stream PFL cards. Khabibulov would brutally KO Brendan Allen. I agree. I'm with you. Khabibulov would beat Brendan Allen. You see Deontay's supposed to fight. You see Ngannou's supposed to fight Deontay in 2024? No. That's a rumor, dude. Don't say it like that. You should have said, you see Ngannou's rumored of has a fight in the works with Deontay? Adesanya Pereira confirmed. Oh, yeah. Main card at 8, prelims at 5. Damn, that's a banger. That's a banger time frame. Well, you know where to find me. You know where to find me, boys. The one time I watched PSL, it was horrible wait times. Yeah, I hate the pacing. I feel like the UFC should do Piper main event next year as fight night in Philadelphia. We could have Sean Brady, Petrosky, Sabatini, and Bill Algeo. Allen isn't a can, but he isn't that good either, so Khabibulov could, to be honest. Yeah, I agree. Confirmed for real? No, it's not. What about Gary's ex-husband being the nutritionist? Hey, look, I don't know about you. I don't worry about other grown men's personal lives who I've literally never met. I don't talk to. I don't have their cell phone numbers. They don't even know I exist. They wouldn't cry if I died. I'm not worried about who they're sticking their dick in, and then who might be sticking their dick in that person as well. But that's just me. Couldn't be me though. Where does Vadim Nemkov go from here? He goes on over to PFL. He'll probably fight on that International Champion Series for a bit. And then they'll absorb him into the PFL. Tiramisu, I think a good amount of people hold these Russians on a pedestal. That's true. But some of it's warranted. Some of them get overhyped, and I've obviously discussed that, but some of them are warranted. The hype's warranted. But you can say that about a lot of people, How many times Islam fights in 2024? I'm going to say twice. I'm going to say twice, my friend. Who's your favorite UFC prospect right now? Nursultan Ruzaboyev. He's got a celebration that'll, outlive your wildest imaginations. Top 5 fighters with pillow hands. I don't know. Islam said he will fight 3 times. Okay, I'll take his word for it then. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, brah? What do you want me to say? Please fill me in. Shit happens. The last Philadelphia card was Gaethje Barboza. Man, that was a minute. That was crazy. Ruzaboyev's coach is coach of the year for sure. I mean, he's got... The way he teaches oil checks on the fly is crazy. Coach of the year, Nursultan Ruzaboyev, 150%. 150%. I'm a Khabibulov supporter. I just don't think they give him any shred of competition. I mean, I'm kind of with you on that. Let me go look. I forgot who he's fought, honestly. But yeah, I mean, who did he just beat in his last fight was a literal bum. Yeah, I mean, now I think he's got okay wins. Punahele Soriano and Claudio Habiro, as I think how you pronounce it, are decent wins. Claudio Habiro is like a Yoel Romero, Family Dollar Yoel Romero. And that's his only his second loss. And all of his wins are via KO. Dude's a savage. But he's kind of a low skill. So I just think what he's done to the low skill has proven that he's like at least a mid-tier fighter. Imagine what Coach will do if Ruzaboyev wins the title. I know, dude. That would constitute a straight up ass eating. Dude's going to bury his face in that ass. Khabib has grappling disadvantage waiting to be re-exposed. Who was out grappling him? I don't even remember. Albert Duraev, did he out grapple him? Albert Duraev, that's crazy. Beat him via decision. All the way back UFC 267. Yeah, he needs to step up in competition. I'm with you. He needs to step up in competition for sure. I'm 100% with you. Khabib is great. Yeah, I already read that. I literally just read that. Khabil's takedown defense improved, though. The guys got submitted by Carl Roberson. When will they announce the Saudi card? I have a feeling Islam could fight on that Saudi card. But I have no idea when they'll announce it. Probably in January would be my best guess. Would be my best guess of when it happens. But you never know. You never fucking know. Damn, we've been streaming like crazy lately. Do you think Shavkat fight will be closer than everyone thinks? Yes. But I think Shavkat finds a finish. I think it's competitive. Shavkat is mixing in some takedowns, getting some control time. He's out ahead, but it's competitive. Then he probably clips Wonderboy and then subs him. That's what I'm going to say. Ruzaboya versus DDP is the fight to make. Yeah, both their corners both their coaches are amazing. Least impressive right now in terms of matchups, but potentially middleweight can be a top 2 division. I mean, there's a lot of skill set in middleweight. I've been saying that for a long time. It's funny how people are now saying that just because Izzy's not the champ anymore. But before it was like, oh, no one can beat Adesanya, so we don't think the division's good. But now everyone thinks, oh, well, this guy could beat Strickland. This guy could beat Strickland. So now it looks like a better division. But I already said that long before Izzy even lost. I'm going to throw up if Wonderboy wins. Hey, man, it is what it is. It's the sport. It's the world we live in. It's the world we live in. Just join What's New with Ian Garry. I don't know, dude. We're just part of the Ian Garry fan club here. Huge Ian Garry supporters here. I mean, talk about an alpha male. Talk about an alpha male. Olives needs to shut up and fight. Well, what's he saying? I haven't even heard him say anything. I only say because of the stirrup, yes, but matchup-wise, yeah, the matchups right now, there's not like any of those crazy good matchups that have been booked. You know, they could have been match made a lot better, in my opinion. Can we stop talking about Ian Garry but talk about Rosenstrike's future career? No. We will not. We already know Rosenstrike's a future Hall of Famer. If Olives don't want to fight in Abu Dhabi, then why would he want to fight in Saudi? He probably doesn't, dude. Probably doesn't. I would assume that he does not want to. I would assume that he does not want to, my friend. But he doesn't get a choice, man. He doesn't get a choice. So it is what it is. It wouldn't shock me if they book Gaethje in Saudi. What do you think of betting Aspinall? Should he fight John Jones? Yes, he should fight John Jones, but it's not going to happen. Which is actually annoying as hell. Charles doesn't like the Arabs. It looks like it. Okay. Champions should always have home court advantage, in my opinion. Hey, that'd be cool. But that's not always possible. I saw somewhere Aspinall wanted to box. Who you got in Francis versus Tom boxing match? I think Ngannou would brutally KO Tom Aspinall. You know that left hook that Pavlovich landed early in the fight? Ngannou would brutally KO him with that. It'd be bad. Would have slept him bad. Slump City. Slump City. Let me stop. Oh, what do you think of Nina Drama's content? Why is UFC pushing that cringe? Because they're obsessed with shorts clicks. TikTok clicks. So she's like a TikTok personality. I don't watch her content. So I don't know. Bro gonna get so mad over that take. What? That Ngannou sleeps him? Is that what you're saying? Andy, did you see the Creed references in the newest video, bro? There was 2 of them back to back. Also, who saw that I snuck the yacht picture into the video? You know the picture of Conor McGregor on his yacht? I talked about him hanging out on the yacht with his boys, and I snuck that picture into him with his boy on the yacht. I actually think Francis might beat Tom now. Feel like Tom would try to strike with... Dude, I think Francis would beat Tom in boxing and MMA. Badly. Badly. I saw that. Dude, I thought it was pretty funny. I said, I'm a sly son of a bitch. I'll tell you that much. I mean, I plan all these Easter eggs for you boys. And I don't see not a one comment. Like, damn, bro. That was wild. I saw the yacht pic. That's hilarious. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. That video is actually doing pretty good, by the way, though, in case you guys are wondering. It's about to be at 5K views. Dude, that part of the video had me dying. Which part? The yacht picture or the Creed references? You can't mention Michael Chandler without a good Creed reference. Yeah. I didn't even say he was in the car. I just said he's 6 foot from the edge right now. And he's thinking all this time I sat out is my sacrifice. Shit, it feels like you can't dodge her content. It's me everywhere. I don't even know. I don't even watch it. Don't care. You know, there's some people talking about... Apparently she's having some Twitter drama with some other reporter woman. And people are talking about that. Imagine what a fucking idiot you have to be to care about that. Francis would have ran the heavyweight division if he stayed. Agreed. I heard them. Okay, good. Can't spell Chandler without Chael. Yeah, Chael's going to grind on. He's going to squirm on Conor and Chandler. Dude, where are the people who said Francis Ngannou fumbled the bag? Why aren't they championing Chael? Why aren't they championing Michael Chandler fumbled the bag? Why aren't they championing that? So, where are they at? Where are they at, my friend? Where are they at? Where are they at? They championed Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou fumbled the bag. Biggest heavyweight deal in MMA history. Highest paid. Plus he got a bunch of concessions, including stock and, you know, freedom and everything you could ever imagine. $10 million to box, which he's then parlayed into multi-boxing opportunities that are going to be above $10 million. And all this coming off an ACL tear. But he fumbled the bag before anyone even knew what he was doing. Michael Chandler has been sitting on his ass for 2.5 years damn near, just stroking Conor and hoping and praying for a fight with Conor, for a fight that may never happen. Well, why aren't people saying he fumbled the bag? Dude sat out for 2 years for a red panty night he may never get. They're waiting for Dana to say it first, yeah. They got to wait for Dana to say it. Joe, it's kind of crazy to have a big star and champion and pound for pound headline at Fight Night. Why do you think that? Because it's never, ever happened. It's Saudi Arabia, bro. That's why I think it. I think they're looking at the market. They've signed a big deal with Saudi Arabia. They're going to want to bring a banger. If you look back at the Fox deal, okay, and I know that's different. That's a television rights deal. When they first signed the Fox deal, for the first event, they did the heavyweight title. It was a massive fight. It was Cain Velasquez, Junior Dos Santos won. Fucking huge, massive, mega heavyweight title fight. And they put it on free TV for Fox. So, now he sat out for 1.5 years. By the time he fights, dude, it's gonna be over. It's gonna be almost 2 years. That was my point. I know I was getting a little hyperbolic there. All right, but why aren't people championing the cause? Chandler fumbled the bag. Could Chandler not have fought 2-3 times? Win or lose, he could have still got the Conor fight. He could have actually gotten a title fight had Chandler fought. Chandler's one big flashy KO against a top contender away from a title shot. You know. So why aren't the same people championing that cause? Why aren't they championing that? Chandler fumbled the bag. You said that about 293 and we got a shit sandwich? What do you mean? What did I say about 293? Ain't it crazy 292 was back in August? If Chandler gets finished again, he's officially a dead body. Yeah, if he gets finished, I think I would like to see him booked against Dylan Dennis' dad next. Do you think the UFC could ever go back to TV live like Spike or Fox? They do an ESPN card a couple times a year. Yeah. I feel like you're the only MMA content creator who's been around long enough to think of this stuff. That was a long time ago. When was that? Let's see when that was. I believe it was 2011, if I'm not mistaken. I actually knew the exact date off the top of my head. It's November 12th, 2011. We're talking 12 years ago. One fight main card. Heavyweight title. Headlining Fox. I'm not saying I'm confident Islam is, but I'm saying don't be shocked. Do not be shocked if they book that. Do not be shocked. Because Saudi Arabia, the UFC, you do realize, right? Let me break this down for you. UFC 280, absolutely stacked. UFC 294, absolutely stacked. Because it's on in the afternoon, they don't sell any pay-per-views for those cards. Very limited. They're not making a lot of money off pay-per-views. Even though those cards are stacked, people are doing things on Saturdays and midday. So they forego pay-per-view sales. They still get some of them, but they forego them because Abu Dhabi pays them a hefty fee to come there and put it on in prime time. Before they had to deal with the Abu Dhabi government, they would go there and they would put it out of prime time, or they would, at one point they tried to do a tape delay. But now they don't care. They're like, we're going to bring a banger card because Saudi Arabia, or not Saudi Arabia in this case, United Arab Emirates is paying them a fat check to bring the card there. So they bring their best show and they don't give a fuck about pay-per-views. So, in the same respect, Saudi Arabia, I mean, I looked it up recently. The public investment fund for Saudi Arabia, public investment fund worth, I think it's like over $600 billion. Yeah, okay, let's break this down for you. The public investment fund, Sovereign Wealth Fund of Saudi Arabia, it's among the largest sovereign wealth funds in the world with total estimated assets of US dollars 776 billion. Let me fucking break that down for you, okay? They make Bill Gates look poor. They make Jeff Bezos look poor. And just in case you don't realize how much $1 billion is, let me break this down. I'm really about to blow your fucking mind. 1 million seconds, okay? This is a good way to really wrap your mind around the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. I'm going to tell you how it works out in time, okay? How it works out in terms of time. So you can truly wrap your head around the difference between 1 billion and 1 million. Because a lot of people can't wrap their heads around the difference in those numbers. It's just so big at that point. It's like, oh my God, my brain's clouded. 1 million seconds is 12 days, okay? How much time, with that information, $1 million, 1 million seconds, would be 12 days worth of time? How much time do you think 1 billion seconds would be? Don't Google it. Guess in the chat. How much time do you think 1 billion seconds will be? If 1 million is 12 days, 12 whole days is 1 million. How much is billion? Dude, you're a bitch, Majin, for Googling it. It's 31 years. It's 31,688 years. So, there you go. Majin Googled it. So think about that. That's the vast difference between billion and million. We're talking a crazy difference. We're talking a crazy difference. These motherfuckers have 800 billion. 800 billion. 800 billion. That's the definition of fuck you money. That's the definition of fuck you money. They can do whatever they want. They can lure journalists into embassies and chop those motherfuckers up, mutilate them, and discard of their body when it's a guy who, is, a citizen of other countries. They can lure journalists, chop them up, and get away with it. If they didn't like me, they could easily have me killed. 700 billion, 800 billion. Yeah, dude, you Googled that, bro. You Googled it. I don't believe you for a second. There's no way. So, for them to say, you know what, UFC? For example, Islam Makhachev goes on the Abu Dhabi cards anyway, but let's say he headline a pay-per-view, right? And let's say he does against Charles Oliveira. Let's just say it does 600,000 pay-per-view buys. Okay? Times $85. That's only 50 million. That's only 50 million. That's a drop in the bucket, bro. That's a drop in the bucket. So and that's a high estimate, 600,000 is probably a high estimate. If they say, look, we'll pay you for 400,000 pay-per-view buys, you give us a big card. Okay. So we'll give you 35 million. I'm not doing the math, but you get my point. 30 to 50 million is a drop in the bucket for them. They don't care. So it wouldn't shock me if they cut the UFC a massive check and they say, bring Islam's ass over here to defend his belt. So we'll see. I'm not saying I'm guaranteeing it, but I think it's a likely scenario. Imagine being in Abu Dhabi and being able to bet 50 million on Islam. Real fuck you money, I know. 12 days versus 31 years. Exactly. Think about that. That's a mortgage time. I know. And it's not 31 years. It's 31,688 years. So. Oh, wait a second. Majin didn't Google it because he only said 31 years. Yeah, it's 31,688 years, boys. I'm sorry for the confusion. 31,688 years. Think about that. Think about how many lifetimes that is. 31,688 years is 1 billion seconds. Google it if you don't believe me. Google it if you don't believe me, bro. So think about the vast difference, the mind-blowing fucking difference. Well, that's not what this says. I'm done. I'm reading it wrong. I did say 31 years initially. I just went back and read it wrong. That's 1 trillion seconds. I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass. So, okay, he definitely did Google it then. You see, you threw me off, bro. You threw me off. I misspoke probably multiple times now. But either way, you get the point. Think about that. 12 days to 31 years. But 1 trillion seconds is 31,600. 31K sounds like you deserve an ass whooping, yeah. So, either way, you get the point. I could make that amount on OnlyFans. Yeah, me too. All I'd have to do is just have your mom come over. I was looking back at the thing and I seen it showed me 31. Shut up, Jack. You don't even know what we're talking about, bro. Shut your fucking mouth before I take away that wrench and smack you in your teeth. All right. I think Conor McGregor and Ian Garry should wife swap. If I was Ian Garry, I wouldn't. I said this earlier. Ian Garry's got a better looking wife than Conor McGregor. And people worship Conor. Oh, he cheats on his wife in the NBA Finals or his fiance or whatever the hell she is. Look up pictures of both of them right now. Ian Garry's wife is clearly better looking. When is the Saudi Arabia card? Early March. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Thank you. I didn't Google it. Bullshit. I'm not roasting his wife. I didn't say she was ugly. I'm not sitting here and going out of my way to insult anyone. So, dude, someone explain to Jack what we're talking about. I'm not getting into it. Bro said that Jungle Mania, she doesn't want you, all right? She doesn't want you. Who's your wife's favorite fighter, Joey? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know who it would be. Basically, I don't even talk with her about MMA anymore because she just watches the streams and videos, and then when I'm not on stream or on video, I'm not talking about MMA nowhere near as much as once I used to. But if I had to guess off the top of my head, it would probably be like Oliveira or Volk. She likes a lot of the same fighters I do. So which is it, boys? Let's do it. Look, I want you guys to look up pictures. Yeah, let's do this. You guys know what the question is. Whose wife is better looking? Which one are you voting for? There you go. There you go. And make sure you look up pictures. Make sure you look up pictures. I'm not voting because I'm not an incel. Good choice. Yeah, I prefer Verna Jandaroba, in my opinion. But no, I just think it's funny. You literally have an incel fan base saying, yeah, I would never date her, when they've never touched a woman in their life. Let alone will they ever touch a woman who looks like Ian Garry's wife. Which is just hilarious. I mean, it's just a bunch of pussies. Come on, guys. Make sure you look up images. Make sure you look up images. If you look up images, I mean, it's an easy choice. It's an easy choice. Andrade is better looking than all of them. I love how incels just hate on Ian Garry's wife and him just shameful. I mean, I don't care about them hating on him, but to try to, just to try to harass someone. Dude, I don't even know what exactly he said. I don't know what Ian Garry said. I don't pay attention to what Ian Garry has to say. I just pay attention to what the MMA community says. So, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. Actually, I prefer Jessica Andrade. I can't believe you clowns are voting for Conor. I'm more of a Mayra Bueno Silva guy. All right, whatever. I can't believe you guys are voting for Conor. Did you even look up images? Did you guys even look up images? I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Easiest choice of my life after looking at the photos. I know, dude. Look up the photos. It's an easy choice. It's an easy choice. And it's Ian Garry for sure. I mean, easy choice. 100%. I mean, so simple. It's not even up for debate. Not even up for debate. Easy work. Was better looking before. I don't know, dude. I'm not gonna go out of my way. But if you look up the pictures, it's easy. What did Ian's wife even do? Why is it being talked about? I don't know. It's just a weird obsession. If you Googled the pictures, it's an easy choice here, okay? And this is officially the weirdest discussion we've had on the channel, basically. Joe's fiance about to be mad after the stream? No, absolutely not. Where I come from, Pause. I like how, hey, look, the votes are fighting back and forth. The votes are fighting back and forth right now. I don't get to have a vote. Hurry up and everyone go vote for Gary. If you're voting for Conor, you're a clown. You have no taste. You're a clown. Joey sleeping on the couch tonight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I voted for the WAG. The election is rigged. It's 50-50, boys. It's 50-50. I don't even get my own personal vote. I don't know how some of you guys are voting for Conor. That's just crazy to me. That's just absolutely crazy to me. Let me go to my own personal account right now. Let's see what's going on. This is a heated vote. The election is rigged. Breaking news: National Missing Federation is looking for MMA fighter that goes by Grant Dawson. It was okay. We get it. Grant Dawson was sleeping in the Apex. All right, boys. I didn't expect Ian Garry to have it like that. JJ said I made the easiest decision of my life. Ian's wife was coaching him in an interview on what to say. She even stops the interview to tell her. So you hear exactly what she said? I don't believe that for 1 second. I'm accustomed to Gary's wife making me a sandwich. Fair enough. How are you guys voting for? I don't know. They're not looking up pictures. I mean, it's not a difficult pick. You know, this isn't a 50-50 discussion. I like how every time one of them sneaks out ahead. The first time I picked against Conor. All right. Volk is negative 175 against Tapori. That's crazy. Andrew John is such a sketchy name. I know. I thought he was going to try to be some troll at first just because it was such a generic name. Now we really got to pull. Hey, this is the Thanksgiving Uncut stream. If Conor loses, it's a doctor stoppage. Yeah, it is. So what exactly did she say? What did she say? Fill me in. I guarantee it's some made up bullshit. I guarantee it. It has the eyes. It's an easy pick. It is an easy pick. If Conor wins, we get a PFL stream. No. I just don't get it. How is it 50-50? I mean, only 42 votes. We got 90 some people in here. We got 42 votes. Everyone hurry up and go vote for Ian Garry quick. I have to chuck money on Ilya by finish only because I don't want Volk to lose. Fair enough. All right. Ian Garry wins by a landslide. 51% to 48% for Conor. It's done. It's done. Doctor stoppage. It shouldn't even been that close. It should have been like 80-20. Should have been 80-20. If Conor wins, we get a PFL stream. It's rigged. No, it's not confirmed. Israel's not fighting Poatan. Is not fighting Poatan, my friend. That was the easiest pick ever. Joey paid off the refs. Joey, what's your favorite place to go biking? It's going to sound weird, but a couple times I've been biking at the airport, and it's fun. I'd give it like 65-30. Who voted for Conor? I don't know. I never even knew what Ian Garry's wife looked like until the other day. Until yesterday. Literally yesterday. Probably today, because, well, technically it was yesterday. Because last night I looked it up when you guys were constantly talking about it. So, looks like a great value Mia from Fast and the Furious. I don't even know what she looks like. Thought the background was legit, changed based off the background. Oh yeah, I just used AI to make a new thumbnail. You really thought I had a Thanksgiving dinner set up in my background? What if I just streamed and like a group of people had Thanksgiving dinner in the background? Bro just rides his bike around the airport while people are leaving on flights. Yeah, I almost got hit by a plane. You're missing key elements. Joey, Ian's wife is petite. D got what though? I'm not missing anything, bro. I think the face is the most important thing. So, yeah. That's funny. Dude thought I was really having a Thanksgiving dinner in my background. I'm fucking done. I gotta change up my background soon. But I guess it does look like I could have just cleared everything off and set up a background there. That's wild. That is fucking wild. Well, Ian Garry won in a landslide, boys. Ian Garry won in a landslide. Let's look up Ian Garry on Instagram. Ian Garry. You know what's funny? The hate for Ian Garry really started when he added a name to his last name. Let's see. Yeah, this was an easy decision. This was an easy decision. 100% easy decision. Yeah. Anywho. Joey was edging us with the Thanksgiving thumbnail. If Ian won the vote, then Sean beat the fuck out of Piotr Easy 30-27. What, you voted for Connor, Andy? No, you didn't. Poor James sounded like Marge smoking sisters on his Q&A today. What do you mean? She's been through a lot. Yeah, she has. She probably has fucking hepatitis, herpes, gonorrhea, crabs, all from a public restroom. When Ian loses his new name, will be Machado Luke Gary. Oh yeah, I'm sure there will be. Do you remember that airport lounge bathroom store you told dude was showing you pictures of his kids? Did you Photoshop the thumbnail? No, I set it up and then I took it all down. I hope Ian Garry keeps winning and gets a title fight. The thing that I find so funny about Ian Garry is he's like just a variation of Colby Covington, but a better fighter and more active. And the same people that just dick ride Colby hate Gary, which is just funny to me. Like in an alternate universe, I'm not a fan of Ian Garry. But because of the hate he gets, I just laugh and it makes me want to root for him just to see the MMA community get pissed. Lamau, nah. It wouldn't shock me if Ian Garry fights for the title. Dude, imagine this. Imagine Leon Edwards pulls out of UFC 296. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm going to cream myself right now. Imagine Leon Edwards pulls out of UFC 296. Ian Garry gets elevated to the main event against Colby Covington for an interim welterweight title. And then Ian Garry goes out there, brutally KOs Colby, and then gives him a little hump afterwards. Israel Adesanya, Paulo Costa style. I don't think there could be a more euphoric moment in MMA for me. Because just knowing the MMA fans base's heads would explode would give me so much joy. So are you really a fan of him, or do you just like seeing idiots get mad? Both. They go hand in hand. Joey, remember last night Andy was like, thank God you went live. I'm in the Popeyes drive-thru. Yeah, please stay live for 2 hours. I'm going to create hundreds of accounts and subscribe to you. Okay. I wouldn't recommend it, but Ian Garry's basically the white Adesanya. I guess so. I don't like Garry. I just think he tries too hard. It's cringe. I wouldn't disagree with you, bro. I wouldn't disagree with you. But it's funny other people do the same shit. But it's just because of certain things. It's certain things that it's just, that's why he gets hate on so much. I mean, a lot of it's legitimate, but a smear campaign against his wife, literal online harassment targeted at someone's loved one just because you don't like them or their personality as a fighter, bizarre. Right? Ian just skips over, remember the name. No, I'm just saying hypothetically, like they wanted to keep whoever was on the card. I love Izzy to death. He's my favorite fighter. I will support him no matter what. Okay. That Popeyes was fire? Yeah, it was fire on your asshole probably tonight. Bobby Green is a good fighter. He's underrated. Dude, sometimes he looks like a world beater. Other times he looks like a garbage can. So, that's just the way it is, my friend. That is just the way it is. And I've said that about Bobby Green so many times. One day he looks like a world beater. The next he looks like a straight up garbage can. Depends what Bobby Green shows up. Guys, everyone liked the stream. Everyone liked the stream. We've went for almost 2 hours. Next up, 15K, boys. Next up, 15K. I know there's got to be at least a couple of you. Thanksgiving stream. Thanksgiving night stream. Uncut. Uncensored. MMA Joey After Dark. Thanksgiving. Yeah. I'm stuffing you guys like a Thanksgiving turkey and I can't even get a like on the stream. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. Bobby Green versus Michael Johnson. Ew. They're in a way they're similar fighters. They're similar fighters. Sometimes they look good, sometimes they look awful. Have some good wins, have some bad losses. Both primarily strikers, both fast hands. Thoughts on Jorginho? Yeah, I don't know. I think he's a go to the sport. I think he's a go to the sport, my friend. Currently on a plane waiting to fly Vegas. I've been delayed 2 hours because there's some dude riding his bike on the landing strip. That's me. That's me. Lene? Yeah, I just ride my bike around the airport. No fucks given. I'm like, try and stop me. Try and stop me. You'll never stop me. If you try to, we're throwing hands. Slump City on site. Slump City on site. Bobby Green could get better if he kept his hands up. Yeah, but a lot of his success is because his hands are low and he comes from unorthodox angles. Pause. Why does Bobby Green keep his hands so low? That's why. It's just his style, you know. It's probably some way he started out that way, and he can't. There's probably no way for him to change it. And yeah, that's it. Joe, would you no joke give Hill your address? I answered you earlier, MMA Joseph, and yes, the answer is yes. Hell yes. And he's gonna end bad for him. It's gonna end bad for him. He's gonna leave my house, and I'm gonna be like, go to the police and you tell him what I did to you here today. He's gonna be waddling out of my. Let me stop. Happy Thanksgiving, Joey. Do you think with the lightweight division being so stacked, Islam will have a long title reign? Yes, I think Islam is one of the best, and I think he beats all the current matchups. Islam's gonna have to kind of start on decline before I think he loses, or he gets clipped on the chin by somebody and KO'd. I think Jalin catches him with a head kick due to Bobby's hands being so low. It wouldn't surprise me. Would you give Ruzaboyev's coach your address? I've already sent it to him 100 times preemptively. And I've asked him if he wants to show up and come over. Teach me a few things. Practice his celebration routines. Practice his celebration routines. You know what I mean? Yeah. Petition to bring back Josh Fabia. Dude was waiting outside the UFC Apex. Waiting outside the UFC Apex. Looking for his next protege. Hey, you need a manager? You need a coach and manager? Do you think Ruzaboyev is any good? We haven't seen a lot. Yes, I do. I watched some of his regional fights. He looked really good. It's not against great competition, but he looked really good. And then he came out and starched Bruno Ferreira. That's enough for me to say he's a blooming potential contender. You know? But boys, we went 2 hours tonight. We went 2 long hours, and I stuffed you guys like a turkey. We went 2 hours, and I stuffed you like a turkey. I'm going to be honest, that's wild. That's wild. 2 hours stuffing you like a turkey. That takes a lot out of a man, you know? That takes a lot out of a man. I guarantee there's probably no other MMA streamer streaming right now. I guarantee it. Nobody else would do that. Nobody else would dare do what I've done. Nobody else would dare do this. So, I want to see Ruzaboyev's ground game. He has like 20 wins by submission. I do as well. I want one-on-one stuffing. Well, I already stuffed you long and hard today. So you got a lot to be thankful for. You got a lot to be thankful for. He trains with Piper Brady, so I imagine his ground game is decent. It's impossible to really know, but yeah, he's proven it in some other fights, but not against great competition. So it's a whole different beast when you're proving it against legit competition. Joe, you're welcome for allowing me to be safe. Yeah, you're only safe because I allow you to be safe. You know? That's what I have to say. You're only safe because I allow you to be safe, bro. Fuck with me. See what happens. Where I come from my part of town, from my hood, from my city, being in motion that type of way, it's only because I allow you to be in motion. But if you get in motion and you start acting too wild, Slump City on sight. Slump City on sight. 100%. I don't let that type of motion go unchecked, I don't like that. I mean, easy constitutes an ass eating. I mean, beaten. Whew. So, yeah. Slump City on sight, boys. Listen. Straight up heater. Conor McGregor publicly admits he does not want to fight Michael Chandler. Video is on the channel right now. There is the link. Like this stream on your way out. Subscribe to this channel on your way out. We will not be bullied. We will not be backed into a corner. We will not be, intimidated. We will not be intimidated out of an opinion. Appreciate you guys watching the stream. I appreciate every single one of you clowns for watching tonight. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Go watch the video in the chat. It's a great video. It's a straight up banger. And it's a clip of Conor McGregor that nobody else has shown anywhere, basically. Nobody even talks about that clip. He did an interview a month ago. Nobody's even posted it. So go check it out. Appreciate you guys. Goodbye. Good night. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a great holiday. I just went uncut. Just went uncut. I'll talk to you later. It's been damn fun tonight, boys. But I'm out of here.